Hi, my team is doing an automatic door lock. My team members are Ángel Alonso, Oscar Reyes, Reyna, and me, Javier Hernández.
Good morning, good afternoon. I'm going to explain the manual process that my team has chosen. The manual process that we have chosen is as simple as opening a door. To do this, the only tool you require is a key. This metal tool is the only thing that you need to be able to open a door. For that, you need to select the key that is the one for the specific door lock, and you have to point the fingers, the tips of the key upwards. Then you have to put the key all the way through till it doesn't move anymore. Now you have to just put your hand and move it just a little bit from to the right until it opens. And you can open a door, you can take the key, open to your house, a new building or a room, and just close it. It's something really simple, and all the only tool you require for this job is a simple key. But this key has a really important function, because if you forget this key, you won't be able to open the door and enter your house or your room you desire to enter. That's why we decided to automatize this process. The way we want to automatize it is that you will be able to open this door not only with a key, but being able to use your smartphone by using the Bluetooth function of it, or by memorizing a simple password and being able to input that password by using a keyboard, and being able to open this door without the need of this key. Because nowadays people tend to forget to bring this important tool with them. But something that they don't forget to bring with them is their smartphones. Nowadays, many people have many accounts in many websites, and for each website they have a password for their email, Gmail, or everything. So learning a new password that is only 4 digits long is not a difficult task for them. So it will be easy to remember that and be able to use it and open your door. The electronic door lock that we plan to build it has many advantages. First of all, you will be able to open the door without the need of this. Secondly, you will be able to know who opened your door and the precise month, date, hour, minute, and even second that it was opened, and which password was used if a password was used. So we're adding new ways to open a door, and not only using a simple key that can be easily lost or you can forget in your house or any other place.
Yeah.
Okay. For our project, we had some options. Our team think about some options. We think using our fingerprint, using a keyboard, using Bluetooth, and using Wi-Fi. According to the watts, the way objective tables, we decide to use for the beginning just the cable and the Bluetooth, because it's a little easier and it's more practical for our project, but we think in the future to adapt or add the other options.
Now the important part, what will be the total price of our product? In this case, our project. We have different options to buy the different components that we will use in this project, as Amazon, Mercado Libre, and local stores as Fix, Steren, and some work stores as Real del Mezquital, Durango, and Corona. But we want to focus in the places with the lowest price to buy. Now, the lowest price to buy them are from 12 pesos to 89 pesos. Following this current idea, the total price will be an amount of 889 pesos. This using the different or list of different places where we can buy them. We could be the local stores that has the lowest prices for different of these components. As you can see, we have a list of components, or in this case, different components that we will use in our project. Here we have an Arduino Nano, which has a complement of different models, in this case a battery charger model and a Bluetooth model, and a step voltage regulator, and the hardware part, which is the relay model, a keyboard, and EEPROM, which is a memory, an extra memory for our Arduino Nano, a rechargeable battery, a power supply for our mechanical system, which use gears, relays, a magnetic switch, and each bridge model and a stepper motor. The H bridge model and the stepper motor are used to move or to start the movement of the gears with the help of a pulley. And we have also here a list of 3 different places and prices that could sell and can sell or materials or the products that we need to do our project. Here we have different places. In particular, we have Amazon, Mercado Libre, and a local store of electronics called Fix, and different local stores as Steren, Hardware Store Durango, Corona, Mezquital, Real del Mezquital, and we are planning to use the most cheaper components, or the components with the lower price on a current place. Here in particular, you can see that Fix has the most cheaper components in the market, with some local stores that we are going to buy our components.
To talk about how we have been working with the 3D design and how we have planned to manage our time during this project. Focusing on the first part, one of the things that we consider really important for the design is that it needs to be something that the people could install by themselves. That is not necessarily for a technician or someone to go to their home and install it. Something that they can just buy it and use it. Thinking this, we divide our adapter into one for the front part and one part for the back. So in the front part it's like the most basically part. I will leave some images for you or short videos so you can have an idea of how the prototype will look like, and also I will leave the link for Fusion 360 in the description box. So returning to the design. The first prototype, we have the front part that is really basic. It's just a table that will be wireless with the back part that is where all the electric stuff will be. The front part is basically a hole where the front part of your lock will be. This is to make it more comfortable for our users, like they can just use their key as they are used to. And one of the additions, or one of the ways to open it if you lose your keys or something like that, is our keyboard. The keyboard is really small. If the front part is like really simple and really small, it will we think about it not something like really rude or something really big, so we try to make it just as simple as we were able to. And the back part is really more interesting because it's where all the electric stuff will be and where the mechanical stuff will be as well. So how is this going to work? I know that maybe my partners have told you about this before, so I will make you just a short resume of how it's going to work. So the idea is that we will have a gear with a hole where the key will enter it, and this gear will be connected to another gear, making a gear system that will be functioning with a step motor that we will control with an Arduino Nano. So we have like a kind of box that is designed to be up, all the way up or the way down, according to the type of lock that you have. And in this case, we have the first engine is really important, that because it's where the key will be. We have the gear system, we have the real-time module, we have as well the step motor, we have the other two gears, and we also have a band light. It will be like for the spout. We have the Arduino, and we have a special feature for this back part, that is the backup battery. That it will be a special feature, like it's not really necessarily for you to have it, but you can buy it if you think it's necessarily. We also think about that. Some special features or some special like accessories that our product will have to make it like more attractive, but the adapter don't really need it. So in the back part we have this, that is basically how it's going to work. We have as well an extra memory that it will be just in case to enter use phone, like different keys, like electric keys, like passwords for the people that will like leaving the house. We also thought this project could be like adapted to, for example, the UTD for the classrooms or something like that. So basically that's all for the design. For how do we plan, I will leave you some like a PPT presentation with it. But basically we have week goals. We consider that our project is divided in 3 parts. That is the programming part, the design part, and the components part. During the first week, the thing that we made was like the brainstorm, like making into account checking what we'll need. We designed the prototyping in Fusion 360, and the next step for the next 4 weeks is to assemble the first prototype. This is to test how the mod, like for example, how many grades do the step motor will need to turn around, like if there's no problem with the game system, that it doesn't attach, something like that. So we have other 4 months to solve any kind of problems that we could find, or if we think that we can improve something for the programming, or if we could make the design smaller, or if we need to make it bigger. if we can print some components, that's what we are planning for doing the next 4 months. We are trying to print during the 5th week. We have thought about buying all the things that will need to be bought online. That will be basically some little stuff, because we have most of the material that we need here, and so we can wait it with all the calm of all the time of the world. And we are going to start print the pieces, that is the adapter, the case, the gear system, and also we are thinking about to make a small door, so you could see how it works. And that's basically the next part, is to make the first prototype, analyze the first prototype, and correct what we need to correct. I will leave it all for you. Thank you for watching.